right. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Happy Monday night. Thank you for jumping on here. I really appreciate your time to come and check out Michael and Destiny's 2-week Thrive update on their experience. So for jumping on, if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and put a hashtag replay in the comments for me. Tell me where you're coming from. I would love to hear that. And I really appreciate your time. So a couple weeks ago, we did a day one update for Michael and Destiny, talking about their reasons why they started Thrive and talking what their day one experience was. And if you haven't had the chance to check out that video, I implore you. So I'm going to put that in the comment section for you to go ahead and take a look at. And yeah, go ahead and watch that. Got a lot of really good information on that video. So today's focus is 2 weeks in. Can you believe 2 weeks has already passed? And I wanted to hear a little bit more about how this journey is going for you guys. So welcome again, Michael and Destiny, being brave enough to come back on here. So I wanted to start out and I wanted to delve a little bit more into your routine. I wanted to understand, I wanted the audience to understand what your routine was like, your morning routine before Thrive.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. In the mornings when I don't work, first thing I'd come down and get coffee. That was my first thing I did. I would turn on the coffee pot. I always had to have my coffee, iced, hot, whatever. I always needed it. I always felt like I needed it. So since starting Thrive, I don't have coffee anymore. And it's weird to not come down. I want to push that button and I don't. And I don't need it. I feel great. I, do the capsules in the morning and I make my shake, and that's my routine now. And it's become habit every single day. And I don't miss a day. You?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm using the Thrive to motivate my workouts because I try to stay in shape and all that stuff. So first thing I do, I take my pills and then I immediately go downstairs to lift weights. So therefore, as in the middle of me lifting weights and then stuff, I feel the energy kicking in. It's like, okay. So now it's like I have 5 sets to do for most of my stuff, for most of my arms, backs, and all that stuff. And so in the middle of my workouts, I feel the energy. I feel it kicking in. It's like, okay, so let's keep going. And then next thing you know, I'm doing an extra set here and there. And now it's like, okay. So now I'm feeling the energy. And when I say that, this energy lasts literally all day. And the funny thing about it is, like, in my job where I'm working 9, 10, 11 hours, I'm still going. And it's like, yo, like, people need to understand that this is the real deal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is something that is actually legit. And it's like, I want to like tell the world, like, hey man, I'm thriving. What are you doing? What are you doing? I get a lot of energy from it. And it's like really, really 2 weeks into it now, it's like, I'm telling people how I feel and all that stuff. It's like, you over there yarning and stuff. Well, guess what? I'm still going. And I woke up at 5:20 just to work out. And you're tired at work working 8, 9 hours.
Yeah, so, I agree. Like, I work 12, 13-hour shifts, and I go. Like, by the time I get to work is usually when I'm drinking my shake, and I have energy all day. I don't stop. As a nurse, you're on your feet constantly, and it's just one thing after the other, but I'm not tired. I don't get tired until I come home and go to bed, and then I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Like, I finally can rest now. But it keeps you going all day long. That's what I love about it.
That's right. Who couldn't use all day energy? I don't know a single person that can't.
It kind of feels like a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the code to go extra levels and stuff, but everybody's dying at 5 or 6. I'm still hopping around. I'm going to level 7 and 8. So that's the best thing about it. Is like I have an advantage over you, and I can just keep going.
Without coffee, without Red Bull, without Monsters, which everybody at work is always drinking, and I don't need that. I just drink my water all day long now, so it's great.
Yeah, and you got to be careful because some people aren't willing to give that up just yet, but that's because they don't know what's on the other side, what the possibilities are.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. And I know exactly where you're coming from, Destiny. I loved my coffee for 18 years, for half of my life. And I love the routine. It was a comfort. And so to hear you say that, and then for me to feel that, because I've been through that, that is huge. That's huge. And that's not something that is easy to put into words.
Yeah.
Because it's an experience, right? It's something on the inside that you feel.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really good. So those benefits, I know that you had mentioned something with the CBD skincare, Destiny, that you were doing, that you noticed a difference on whenever you originally sampled Thrive. Is that something that you've seen any difference in recently?
Yeah, I think it's less red. What do you think?
Yeah, it is a little less red.
I get a lot of red. I don't have any makeup or anything on right now, which I usually just wear it to cover the redness, but I noticed that it's a lot less red around my mouth, and I usually get a lot of like bumps, but I think they've lessened definitely over the past 2 weeks.
That's
for
awesome.
sure.
Good. Well, good. So aside from all the benefits that you've mentioned, are there any benefits that were the most surprising to you? And these could be benefits that you haven't mentioned just yet. What was the most surprising ones?
Well, we went on a pre-Valentine's Day date in the middle of the day without, kids were at school, and we went to this pizza restaurant that we had been wanting to try. We ordered, I got the deep dish and he got the New York style. Yeah. And I ate one piece and I could barely get through the pizza. And I was like, I'm so full. And he's like, damn, Thrive. Yeah. We were so stuffed. We ate on that pizza for 3 days because we just couldn't finish it. We were so satisfied after literally one slice of pizza. So I just can't eat like I did before. So yeah. I was just like, wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it definitely curbs your appetite because as a, chef and where I'm working at, I'm always trying bits and pieces here and there with cookie here or cupcake here. Now it's I don't even want that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just I eat my meal, I drink my shake, I eat a meal, and then I'm good. I'm cool. I don't need that little pick me up from a brownie or sugar or a pop or anything because I'm drinking my water all the time. It's more I don't need that extra sugar rush just to get me through the day. And daggone about that pizza, man. That's for real. I really, man, it was nice pizza. It was good. Oh, man, I only ate 2 slices. Yeah. What's wrong with me?
We had to sit back man.
What's going on?
Why can't we eat? What's
that was really
wrong?
Heartbreaking.
And this was a week in, a week and a couple days in. We're like, man, we really can't eat like we used to because before we would just eat it no problem. But yeah. Mm-hmm. But the sweet thing, I feel it's curbing the sweet, the sweets that you would want. I wanted coffee because I was freezing, tried it. I think twice I've tried it now, and I just can't drink it. It don't taste the same. It's too sweet, and I'm just I can't do this. So that's good. Yeah.
And who couldn't use a little bit of appetite control, right? Yeah. I feel in this world, in this country, we are foodies. We're all foodies, especially you and me being chefs, Mike. I get exactly where you're coming from. I did the same exact things. And so nothing wrong with a little bit of appetite, not suppression, but I would say control. Right. I know during my first 2 weeks, my appetite was real low, and that's okay because I could eat and eat and eat all day long. And it comes from, growing up. It's just I was a foodie all my life. And then after that 2 weeks, my metabolism kicked in, and that's when I started getting hungry again, but I watched my portions. I was very mindful of that. So that's wonderful to hear.
Yeah, I feel I'm starting to get hungry again. So I think my body's getting used to it and eating less. Mm-hmm. And I weighed myself for the first time today, and I was down a little over 3 pounds. So I think my body's, I was like, yay! So I think my body's getting used to it. It's probably oh, you're starving me, you're not eating. But I'm so my body, I think, was in shock. But now I think it's finally adjusting, and I'm starting to get hungry again. But then before I just can't eat as much. So just trying to make better portion, better choices. So
good. That's good. I'm very, very happy to see you guys on this journey. And I'm already seeing changes. I can already see that you guys seem a little bit lighter. You're just happier. Mike, you're always happy.
Yeah.
But to see a little zip, you know,
Right.
in your steps and your Snapchats, you know, that's that's really good. It's really good. All right. So, you know, I think that's it for the update. Unless Mike, Destiny, you have something else that you guys want to say?
Well, I've lost 6 pounds since.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
I know.
Congratulations.
Men
So,
lose
yeah.
it so easy. But I'll take my 3.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Good for you, Mikey. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Before you guys go, I did want to let everybody that's on this video know, and I'll keep this open for the rest of this week, that if you want to experience what Mike and Destiny are experiencing, and I see the passion, I see the light, and I feel it too, then I do have some samples that are available. So reach out to me, send me a message. You can also send me an email to hello@transformwithashley.com. I have an email address now, and we will chat. So we'll figure all that out. And I've got some samples that are waiting for you guys. So let's go ahead and get you started. And we will also check back with Michael and Destiny here in a couple weeks or so and see what their monthly update is. Ooh, all right. So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Thank you again for hopping on. Take care.
Good night.
Peace.
Bye.